Hey guys, it's Shay from White Collar DIY. If this is your first time seeing me, then my usual video is normally about DIY projects, where I would try to do a DIY project and giving them reviews on how hard or how easy it was from the perspective of someone who doesn't really know how to do all these craftsmanship projects. So for this week, I'll be explaining about this one elusive mango, which can only be found in the northern state of Malaysia. The mango itself is called Harumanis in Malay, which literally translates into sweet scent or sweet fragrance. For obvious reason, it's very sweet and it's very rich in smell. So the reason why it's only can be grown here in Perlis is because of the climate and the temperature in Perlis, which is super hot in the beginning of the year. So from January to February, it's really hot, so it helps in cultivating the mango itself. So before anything, let's play a quick game here. So instinctively, would you be able to tell which one is Harumanis? So these two are Harumanis. So you can see there is a difference in terms of color on the skin, but I'll explain why both of them are in different color. Okay, let's get to know about this mango. So this is how you can differentiate the characteristics here. Right, so from the top, it has some sort of bulging on the shoulder part here. And then it has some sort of inward curves towards the bottom to form a beak, right? Or even some people call it almost a chin-like shape. And then down here, there is another one, we call it as an apex here. So you can see the shape of this. Similar to this one. So we begin again. So it has some sort of bulging shoulder from the top. And then it kind of curves inward a little bit to form a beak down here. And then down here, you have another apex here. So the shape is very consistent on almost every Harumanis. Okay, now so you must be wondering why there are two different colors on this one. It's very simple. It has nothing to do with the quality or the overall outcome of the fruit itself. It's simply because of the wrapper. This one is using a brown paper wrapper, and this one is using a white wrapper. So during the reveal session later, I'll be showing to you how it looks like from the inside. But right now, let's get to know more about this mango here. Okay, so first things first, the peak season for this Harumanis is starting from March until June. End of June, I would say, would be the last time for the season. So if someone were to offer you a Harumanis in August, September, all the way to January, I would easily say that it's not a real Harumanis. They are trying to do research and development on how to grow this Harumanis throughout the year, but I don't think it's happening just yet. So if it does, then it's a good news. But for now, that's the only time frame that we have. So the difference between Harumanis and other mangoes, so the most important trait is the smell itself. So when it's fully ripe, so it has a wonderful natural smell. It smells really good. I wish you could smell this from the camera. I really wish. So that's the first one. The second one, the taste itself is rich in taste. It doesn't have any fiber residue in it. So some mangoes, if you are eating them too much, it will give you some sort of tingling sensation on your tongue. But this one, you can eat as much as you want without having any uneasy feeling on your tongue and then also inside of your mouth. Why the price is so expensive? So I'll tell you the price. The price can range from 30 to 35 ringgit per kilogram on the normal grade. So on the premium grade, sometimes it goes up to 40 ringgit. So it's kind of expensive for a fruit, I got to be honest with you. But there are a couple of reasons to it. So the first one is due to the limited season. Like I mentioned earlier, so it will only come to its edible form once a year, only from March until June. Let me give you one example. So this one fast food brand, right? Let's call it McDonald's. They have this rosemary burger, which they only sell during a certain festivities, right? And then people will be queuing up to get them because they know if they don't get it at that point of time, then they will have to wait another year to get it. So same goes with this Harumanis. So if you don't get it now, then you'll have to wait another year to try it. So the second one is the care of this fruit. So once the season is over, the farmers would have to really take care of the tree itself to check on any fungi or any parasites which could affect the produce of the Harumanis. Throughout the year, before the blooming season, that's the first step. They really have to take care of the tree. So the name tells you everything. It's very, very sweet in taste, and the smell is extremely good. Before it can be picked, it's a natural target for all the insects, all the worms. So these farmers would have to do everything under their control to get rid of these pests. Yep, so the care itself is really, really hard, and it costs the farmers a lot of money just to take care of this. And the third one, I think it's starting to become a serious issue here in Perlis, fruit thieves. It exists, guys, and they are not doing it in small scale. So if they are to go to any farm, they would take around 100 to 200 kilogram per rate, right? So it's insane. So the farmers would have to be extra vigilant to avoid the losses on their end, right? So they have to hire watchers. Some of them even adopted watchdogs. Some of them even go to the extent of installing electrical fences on their farms. So it's getting more serious each year because the market price, it attracts thieves, and on top of the care from natural predators, they would have to protect it from humans as well. So it's kind of unfortunate, but that's how the situation is right now. And the last one, the main reason why this is quite expensive is because of the taste. So once you try it, then you'll find it slightly different from other mangoes. So some mangoes, once you eat them, it will have this fiber residue in it, and you have to spit it out. But this one, it has no fiber whatsoever. So this inside here is 100% juicy flesh. So this is slightly ripe, so the color turns almost orangish. So this one is just nice. With all that being said, I feel the price is justifiable. It's a very limited fruit which can only be found in the smallest state of Malaysia. So this is really the pride and the golden goal of Perlis. So sometimes when you are buying Harumanis, because it's a fruit, right? So it's a perishable items. So sometimes when you order them and then you get a spoiled ones, it's perfectly normal. I'll tell you why. Because it can only mean one thing. This is safe from an extreme use of chemical or pesticides. So the seller would normally be informed by the farmer when it's edible. Just follow the date given by your seller. So that's pretty much about it on what you need to know about this exclusive mango here. So next week I'll be back with a DIY video. So until then, ciao.